Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series on DBMS. Today we are going to see that what all problems were there in traditional file system because of which we had to shift to the professional databases. The one problem is data redundancy. Data redundancy means duplicacy of data. Now let's take an example. Suppose there is a teacher who teaches in different departments. So suppose the name of that teacher is Raj, and now he teaches in CS department as well, in EC department as well. So information related to that teacher is going to be there in multiple lists, that is the list for CS department as well and the list for EC department as well. So this repetition of information is called as data redundancy. Now, due to this data redundancy, there are multiple problems that we face, and one such problem is data inconsistency. Let's understand how. Say the Raj teacher has information, say he is having some phone number, that is he is having one phone number which is in both the lists. Now tomorrow he has changed his phone number, and that phone number has to be changed now in all the lists where that information regarding Raj is there, right? But what happens, there is one list in CSC department, in that list the phone number is changed, but his phone number is not changed in the EC department list. Now what is happening, information regarding the same faculty is different in different lists. So repetition of this data in two lists is called as the data redundancy. However, the mismatch of data at multiple locations in the different copies of the same data is called as the data inconsistency, and we can very well understand that this should not be happening. So this was a problem in case of file system. However, with professional databases we can very easily manage such scenarios. Next issue is difficulty in data access. Now suppose there are so many faculties in a university or in a college. Now we want to access that faculty who suppose has a salary greater than 95,000. So with professional databases, with just one query we can access those faculty members, but with file system we did not have any such provision. If we were managing the record, if we were storing the data in simple word file, then for finding out those faculties who have salary greater than 95,000, we will have to either hand pick, or we are not going to have any such mechanism so that we can have it by one query. But with professional databases, we are going to see further in our upcoming lectures that there are languages like SQL with which one query is sufficient to access such data. So with traditional file systems, we had difficulty in data access as well. Next problem that we had was data isolation. Isolation of data means when we isolate the data from one specific data from other things. Say for example, at one time, if one person is accessing his net bank, then at the same time, some other person cannot access his net bank. Say again, Raj is accessing his net bank today, so no other person can access his net banking at the same time. So this is how the isolation of data is provided, which we can apply very easily with the databases. But if we were following traditional file system, with that it was very difficult. The next issue that we have is security problems. Now there are so many security issues that can be there, which we very easily manage with the professional databases, which was not very much possible with the traditional file systems. For example, now in a college, if a student wants to see that how much attendance does he has in one class, so he can very easily see that over the college portal. But at the same time, if the student wants to update his attendance, so that updation access is not there to the student. Similarly, in fact, if the student wants to see that which faculty is earning how much out of the college, that the student cannot even see. So there are these things, these security issues that DBMS provides, very easily provides a solution to these problems. But with traditional file systems, such mechanism was not possible, where we could have a mechanism where the information cannot be seen by some person or cannot be updated. However, with DBMS, that is very much easily possible. That we'll see in our upcoming lectures that how. Next thing is atomicity problem. Atomicity problem says that if something is happening, say if there is a transaction, then either that transaction completes or that aborts completely. Say for example, if I'm having a mobile recharge, then either the mobile recharge should be completed or this should not be happening, that money is deducted from my account but mobile recharge is not done. So either recharge will be done completely or money will also not be deducted from my account. And as we all know, if such is the case that mobile recharge is not done but the money is deducted, so that is reverted back as well. So that is the atomicity problem, that's something that is happening. We call it as transactions in DBMS. So some transaction that is happening, either that will be completed or that will be aborted at all means. So that was not possible with the traditional file systems that we had. Next problem with the traditional file system is concurrent access. Now, one more example for this, we can understand that at one moment of time, there are so many people around the globe, those who are having the money debited from their account. So at the same time, from the same bank, multiple people will be accessing that bank to get the money, right? So this is concurrent access. Actually, at the same time, same account, at the same time, same bank is accessed to get the money. So this concurrent execution is only possible with the professional databases. However, it was not possible with the traditional file systems. Now, next problem is integrity problem. Integrity problem means there are so many rules that we have to sometimes apply to our records or our data that we are storing. Say for example, one such rule that the banks impose over us is that we cannot that the minimum balance in our account should be say 1,000 rupees, or we have some other. Say suppose if I am accessing my Netflix account, some other person should not be able to access that. So such imposing such rules are called as the integrity constraints, and those integrity constraints are very well managed with the traditional are very much managed with the professional databases. However, with traditional file systems, imposing these rules was not possible. So these were some of the problems, or you can say these are some of the advantages of DBMS and the problems in traditional file systems that we could not achieve. Now, from the next class onwards, we will discuss the ER models in the database management system. Today, if I could help you clearing out your concepts, like the channel, subscribe to it. Thank you.